recipe uses the Zoji Rushi bread machine, and it also uses homemade sourdough starter, 100% whole wheat flour, some olive oil, a little bit of salt, and vital wheat gluten flour. Okay, I've got everything ready to start making the dough. I've got my bread machine pan with the paddles in. Turn on the scale. First ingredient is water, 470 grams. Close enough. I'm going to tear the scale and add 8 grams of olive oil. There we go. And next I add my starter, about 225 grams. Tear the scale. Make sure you leave a little bit at the end to feed the starter for your next batch. So next ingredient I'm going to add is whole wheat flour, 560 grams. So I have 200 of starter and then added another 560 of whole wheat. I'll tear it and add 20 grams of vital wheat gluten. There we go. 9 grams of salt. So I've got all my ingredients in there now. And next, I will let the bread machine do all the mixing. So I already have my cycles preset. So my number 15, memory 1, is 8 minutes of mixing. So I'll go ahead and start that. Okay, so my dough mixed for 8 minutes, and now it looks like this. So I'm going to wet my hands with a bowl of water, take out the dough, I'm going to take out the paddles. We don't need those anymore. And then wet my hands again, wet the dough a little bit so the outer layer is less sticky. And then I'm just going to do a few easy folds of the dough. if you were making bread, handmade bread in the oven. Kind of push it down, stretch it, and fold it. Okay, after a few folds, I roll it into a log and kind of pinch the ends. So it looks like a log, and then stick it back in the pan. And then back in the bread machine. After folding the dough and putting it in the bread machine, I started cycle 15, memory 2. And what that does is it lets the dough rise for 4 hours, and then it bakes it for 65 minutes. Now that that cycle is done, I'm going to open it up carefully because it's real hot. And then I'm just going to plop it over here so that it can cool for a couple hours before I slice into it. Beautiful loaf of whole wheat sourdough bread.